Hey, we're Quarters of Change, and these are our Marquee memories.
We saw an Unmodal Orchestra a year ago at Webster Hall, pretty soon before we had played Webster Hall. Really influential when we were like coming up through COVID, and to play right after them felt really like special and full circle. Ruben Nielsen, the guy who spearheads the project, brought like his whole family on stage. His dad's his saxophone player and his brother's his drummer. It hit home because, you know, we've all known each other for so long. It's like family.
They just jammed so much.
Yeah,
cool.
You could really tell they were players and they weren't relying too much on anything like behind the scenes.
What was really magic about them is they really put on a show. They started the set with like just the keyboard player, and it was very dramatic and kind of intense, and then when everyone else walked on, it was very impactful, and I think we try and do things like that as well.
My first concert was Lady Gaga at the Rose Garden in Portland, Oregon. I was just a little 10-year-old. My mom took me. We had just moved to Oregon from New York City. I felt definitely like an outcast. And Lady Gaga was definitely somebody who accepted the people who felt like outcasts. She just is like one of the more like fearless performers that like I've ever had the like privilege to see. I remember she like came out in the second half of the show basically just wearing like saran wrap, and my mom was like trying to cover my eyes the whole time, and I was like, Mom, stop. Like, I'm trying to watch this. This is art. Just see somebody absolutely own a stadium like that is really inspiring for sure.
I saw Tiger Army when I was 14 at a old venue in Chelsea that's not there anymore. It was like classic New York club, like it has a dining area that gets taken apart for like a big club stage. Tiger Army was like a band that my parents connected over when they first met. When I was a kid, it was like one of the like soundtracks of my childhood, and I was very much dying to see them. And they're a funny band because it's like a mix of like super hardcore psychobilly punk songs and then like country lullabies. Yeah, that was the first mosh pit I ever saw. I was kind of like in the like corners where like the tables were before, and they had just moved them. I remember I was like trying to stand on the table so I could see them. And there were all these like grown men just like throwing each other around. I thought it was so cool. And after that, I think it was the first time I was like, oh, like I want to do this for the rest of my life.
It is 2008, MetLife Stadium in New Jersey to see AC/DC, and we were all 8, and it was our first show, but we didn't all know each other yet.
I mean, it must have been like a few years ago. Like we've known each other for so long at that point. We were like, oh yeah, like what was your first concert? And I was like, oh, like AC/DC. And I was like, wait, that was mine too, like 2008, like New Jersey? Like, yeah, and that's just like so cool that, you know, we didn't know each other, but we were there.
It was the loudest memory I have as a child. I remember not looking at the screens that much because I really remember like the energy of the band, like they were really moving around, and I don't think that I realized at the time how influential it would be, but it really was, and it's pretty insane to know that they were there that many years ago and we didn't know. Thank you for listening to our Marquee Memories. Make sure to catch us on tour to make some of your own.